What's up, guys? Hey, Jared Beckstrand here, Doctor of Physical Therapy, ToneAndTighten.com, and these are some of my favorite exercises to tone and strengthen your legs at home, all combined into one amazing workout. All you're gonna need are a set of dumbbells. So let's grab your weights and go to work. Here's how this is gonna go down. This is gonna be a 25-minute interval workout that you can do right at home. All you're gonna need is a set of dumbbells. Now, I transition back and forth between a heavier set of dumbbells and a lighter set of dumbbells. If you have that, great, but it's not necessary to complete this workout. We're gonna be doing 5 of my favorite leg exercises. We're gonna be doing those in a 30-30 interval. That means we'll do 30 seconds of work, followed by 30 seconds of an active rest, and then we'll repeat that 4 times per exercise. Now, between exercises, you're gonna get a 60-second break. That's a little bit of a rest, also an opportunity to transition to the next exercise. Our focus here is going to be on all the major muscle groups in the lower legs. So yes, we'll hit your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes, and even your side glutes or your hip abductors, making this a great total leg workout. Now, the best part is, I'm even gonna run you through the whole thing, and we're gonna do it right now. Prior to starting this, or any workout for that matter, you should always spend a couple of minutes to warm up. I spent about 5 minutes on our elliptical trainer prior to starting this leg workout, just to get the blood flowing, just to get the muscles warmed up, to get the heart rate elevated a little bit, ready for some activity. I'm gonna grab my lighter set of dumbbells and I'm gonna go to work with some alternating reverse dumbbell lunges. And so big step back with the right leg to lunge on the left, and then alternate that with a big step back with the left leg to lunge on the right. While you're performing lunges, you want to try to keep your shin vertical, so I want your knee to be right over your toe and never progress in front of your toe. We're doing these in an alternating fashion, and we're going to hit it for about 30 seconds. You'll see that I'm dropping not quite down to where my knee hits the ground. You don't ever want to take that load, that resistance off of your leg completely. There's your first 30 seconds, and so on the low intervals, just in an effort to kind of keep my heart rate up a little bit, I don't want you to just stand around and not do anything during the low interval. I decided to go with a little bit of a boxer shuffle. Simply include some activity. I don't care if you walk around, if you march in place, if you jog in place, if you jump rope, all are good options just to keep your heart rate elevated while we're going to be doing this workout. Set number 2, here we go, alternating reverse lunges, big step back with the right, big step back with the left, and continue. Now, this is a great exercise. We're introducing a ton of knee flexion with this, pulling from that flexed position to the straight upright position. Lots of quads involved, but then with any good leg exercise, we're also progressing from a position of hip flexion, meaning my legs out in front of me, to hip extension, or at least a neutral hip position. Simply means that we're getting some glute activation with this as well. So quads and glutes are what we're after, what we're targeting with this alternating reverse lunge exercise. Looking good, you guys, looking strong. We are a minute and a half into it. Let's get started. We're gonna keep that low interval a little bit more active, and we're gonna do that with, I call it a boxer shuffle, just kind of bouncing back and forth, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. We got about 7 seconds left, and then we're going to jump into our third set of those alternating reverse lunges. I love these HIIT workouts, you guys. I like the interval format. We keep the work high, we keep the rest low, and it's just a great way to get in a ton of really great reps, a ton of really great exercise in not a lot of time. This whole thing is going to take us about 25 minutes to run through, and I'm not going to lie, I was pretty gassed by the end of this, you guys. I hope that you feel the same way. Here we go, third set, alternating reverse lunges, dropping back into that lunge. Torso stays upright, dumbbells are hanging at your side. Nice good squeeze through the quad, nice good squeeze through the glute, just like that. Now the key with this also, I want you to go down as low as you can. Typically reverse lunges are better tolerated than like a forward lunge would be, just because you're not accepting the weight onto that leg. And so if you have any knee pain or hip pain, typically a reverse lunge is a little more manageable than that forward lunge. However, if you do experience pain with this, don't feel like you have to do the exercise first of all, or you can definitely alter it or modify it. Just don't drop quite so low into the lunge. Take it easy. Go as low as you can into the lunge without pain, or in through as much of a pain-free range as you have as you're performing this exercise. Here we go, guys. Last 30 seconds. We got 15 seconds left on set number 4 of these alternating reverse lunges. Should be starting to feel a little bit of a burn by now. Lets you know you're alive, lets you know that it's working. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1 second left. Nice job, you guys. So this is going to be your first 60-second break. Truth be told, I had only planned on doing 30-second breaks, but I do have these alternating dumbbells here, or excuse me, adjustable, not alternating. I have these adjustable dumbbells here. They took me a little longer to adjust than I wanted to. And so let's see, that was, I want to say those were 30-pound dumbbells that I was alternating with. And then I just threw on another 10. So that means I've got like a 40-pound dumbbell now. And so it's a little bit heavier. Our next exercise that we're going to be doing is a straight-legged deadlift. This is one of my favorites, especially for the glutes, for the hip extensors. And so I'm loading up a heavier, oh, I put another plate on there, you guys. And so that's a 50-pound dumbbell. I am sorry about that. And so that one is definitely the heaviest dumbbell that I have. So those are 50-pound dumbbells, and that's what I'm going to be using for these straight-legged deadlifts. I better get going. I've only got 3 seconds to get that going. 3, 2, 1. Hey, we made it. Cool, you guys. Pick them up. Let's get to work. Deadlifts. Feet are about shoulder width apart. Knees stay relatively locked out. I'm okay with a subtle bend in the knees. We're going to keep the back nice and straight. Your focus, your emphasis is hinging at your hips and then firing those glute muscles to come back to the upright position. We got 10 seconds left on this first one, you guys. I want you to focus on squeezing your glutes, feel it in your butt the whole time that you're coming up into that upright position. Nice slow control on the way down, and then squeeze the glutes to come right back up. Nice job, everybody. There's your first 30 seconds. We've got 3 more 30-second intervals. We're going to hit that boxer shuffle in the meantime. Nice job, you guys. Looking good. Okay, 5 more seconds of the low interval, and then here we go back to work. And so once again, legs or feet are about shoulder width apart. Keep your heels down, keep your toes down, slight bend in the knee. We're hinging at the hips. That's the part that everybody gets wrong. People tend to round at their lower back, meaning there's a curve in your lower back as people try to sink as low as they can into the deadlift. If you've got tight hamstrings, you might not be able to go quite as low as I am. Go as low as you can comfortably. Try to maintain that nice straight back. I want there to be a reverse curve in your lower back the whole time, especially if you have any back pain going on. This is a great exercise. It teaches your hips to hinge. We need the hip hinge, and we need the hip strength. And a lot of times that will actually take care of a lot of the back pain that you may or may not be experiencing. If you can train those two things, if you can train the hips to move, and if you can train the hips to be strong, a lot of times that will take care of lower back pain as well. 30 seconds on the boxer shuffle, and here we go, you guys. Third set of the deadlifts. Let's hit it. So let's see, here's a front to on angle. So you see my feet are about shoulder width apart. I want them to be right under my knees, right under my hips, and then we're just gonna hinge forward at the hips. Come down just as low as you can, just like when we were doing the reverse lunges with that first exercise. Come as low as your pain-free range of motion allows, and that is what your straight-legged deadlifts look like, you guys. Set number 3 in 3 seconds, 2, 1 more second, get 1 more rep. Nice job, everybody. 30 seconds on a low interval. We're going to do some boxer shuffle, and we'll come back for 1 more 30 seconds on the high interval. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Our last 30-second on the straight-legged deadlift. Looks just like this, you guys. You should be feeling this one in your glutes. Establish that mind-muscle connection. That means that as you're lowering yourself down, you're thinking about doing that with your butt, and then as you're pulling back into that upright position, you're doing so by basically squeezing your cheeks together. One of my favorite glute activation exercises, and you've got 5 seconds left doing it. Nice job, everybody. Looking good, looking strong. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Okay, and so now we're going to switch things up a little bit. we're going to get these weights out of the way. So again, it's a 60-second rest that we're going to take between exercises. That was 4 sets on our straight-legged deadlifts. Now I'm going to pull out a mat, just somewhere comfortable on the ground that you can do, and we're going to work those side glutes a little bit, those side hip abductors. Now to do this, I've got another weight that I'm going to pull out. I believe this was my 15-pound weight. Again, I've got a few free weights at my disposal. Don't feel like you need as many sets of free weight to do this workout as I might have showing you here. Again, if you have kind of a higher or a heavier dumbbell and a lighter dumbbell, that's typically enough for this workout. So this is going to be that lighter dumbbell. So that's, again, is about a 15-pound dumbbell. I'm going to lay down on my left side, that dumbbell in my right hand on top of my right thigh. Now watch this move, you guys. So you're going to come up into like a side plank position. So I'm going to really push with that left hip, that left side glute pushes my hip away from the floor as that right hip abducts up to the ceiling. So basically my left hip is trying to push my body off of the floor. The right hip is trying to push the dumbbell up towards the ceiling. This is probably one of my favorite ways to work those side glutes with a dumbbell, just because you get so much bang out of just that one simple move. The 30-second low interval, rather than jump up and try to do a boxer shuffle, is just spent shifting over and getting ready for that next position. Shifting positions, getting ready for the next set of the exercise. So we're going to do 2 of these sets on each leg. That will give us our 4-minute mark on this exercise. So here we go. I'm on my right side. Sorry. So now I'm on my right side. Left leg, or the dumbbell sits on top of the left leg. I'm driving that right knee into the ground to push my right hip up off of the ground. Left knee going up to the ceiling with the dumbbell on top of it. Now, a lot of people will argue that it's that dumbbell that's doing the work as the resistance, meaning they'll say that it's that left leg that's doing the work right now. However, if you do it in this way, rather than just like simply separating your knees apart, if you go from that position of right hip on the ground to right hip up off of the ground while you're doing this, yeah, you get a great burn in that down hip. And so to do them in the manner that I'm showing you, it's actually that bottom hip or the floor side hip that's getting the better workout while you're doing them in this way. 30 seconds between the sets here. We got about 10 seconds left, and then we'll jump into our second set on that right leg. Nice job, you guys. Looking good, looking strong. So now I'm on my left side, right leg's on top. We got 30 seconds right here. And so as I'm performing this, again, I feel this more in that down hip, so I'm going to call this working out my left side, even though your right side's totally active during this, you guys. That's one of the reasons why we're only going to do 2 on each side, because you're going to feel the burn on both sides. I feel it more in my down hip, but that's not to say that that top hip isn't working. Looking good, you guys, looking strong. We've only got 2 seconds left on this side, 1 second. And good. We've got a 30-second low interval, and then we're going to shift over, and we're going to finish up one more time on that right side. All right, here we go. Last time on the right. Weight is up just above the left knee. Left hand is holding that weight in place. And then I'm going to pop up. I'm going to pop my hips up off of the ground using that right hip to do that. And then I'm going to raise that left dumbbell or that left knee up towards the ceiling, raising that dumbbell that's on my left knee up towards the ceiling. I was burning by now, you guys. You should be roasting. I hope you guys are down here on the floor doing these with me. Don't make me do these by myself, you guys. You're going to get a killer burn out of this workout. Jump in. We're hitting it with some high intensity intervals. 30 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. You guys are working your way through it. We are now 3 exercises in. We've got 2 exercises left to go. And so this is, again, about a 60-second break. I forgot here, you guys. You need a bench. I've got a bench that I'm going to pull into the camera view here. If you don't have a bench, you can certainly use a chair. Works great. You can use your couch. Works really well. Put your foot behind you. We're going to be doing some Bulgarian split split squats. Your foot behind you on a stair works great. Your bed works great. There are a lot of things that you can set up to do these Bulgarian split squats with. I'm going to go back down. I believe that I've got like a 20-pound weight for this one, because I'm not going to lie, you guys. I'm going to show you a variation on this exercise that is just going to cause it to burn. This one was probably, in my opinion anyway, the toughest of all of these exercises. Might be because I was just tired by this point, but this one's going to get them going. We're going to do 2 different variations on a Bulgarian split squat. We're going to do the first set with some quad emphasis, and then we're going to do the second set with some glute emphasis, and then we're going to alternate that twice. I'll show you exactly how we're going to do that. We're going to do that in about 15 seconds. So again, a lighter pair of dumbbells is what I'd recommend here, and let's get to work. All right, you guys, so to set this up, grab your weights, hold them at your sides, take a little step out from the bed or couch or whatever it is that you're on. I've got my right leg up on the bench behind me. Left leg is out in front of me. You'll see that with my torso, I am nice and upright. I'm in a good posture. Head is, well, focused on not falling, but relatively up. Shoulders are relatively high. We're dropping straight down on that left leg. My emphasis here is on that left quad. If you can create that mind-muscle connection, focus on straightening that left leg by firing that left quad muscle. That's what we're all about with that first set. Nice job, you guys. And so that was my quad emphasis Bulgarian split squat on the left leg, and then we're going to do that same thing, quad emphasis Bulgarian split squat on the right leg. But first we got to hit this. Our low interval is back. Boxer shuffle is back. You guys, again, this is my effort to just keep the heart rate elevated, keep things working hard. You guys, we don't want to, the goal with this is to not waste any time. That's exactly where we're coming hard and fast at it. Left leg goes behind you. Right now I'm on my right leg. Right leg drops into a hinge to drop down into that split squat position, and then straightens right out. Torso is again relatively straight, relatively upright. Feeling this one in my right quad. That should be your emphasis. That muscle right on the top of your upper leg. That's the quad muscle, just like that. You guys, if you can't hold weights during this exercise, no shame in it. Drop the weights and just do it with body weight. If you can't go down very low, no shame in that. Just go as low as you can, hold as much weight as you can. Try to push yourself with this. We're doing 30 seconds at a time. We get these 30-second breaks between each one. You guys, we got this. We can totally do it. This is a 25-minute home workout, HIIT workout. You're doing it with some dumbbells. Awesome to have you here. Thank you so much for following along with me. Okay, so now let's get into some glute-focused split squats. And so now the only thing that I have to change is the angle of my torso. So right leg's behind me, left leg's in front of me, and you'll see now that all of a sudden I've hinged at my hips to drop my torso into more of a flexed position. What this does is introduce more flexion at your hip. Basically, I'm rotating my pelvis forward, which puts my glutes on more of a stretch at the bottom of that contraction. And now my emphasis is firing with my glutes to come to that upright posture. Obviously, you're still going to feel this quite a bit in your quads, but my emphasis, my focus is on firing those glute muscles to come to that upright position. If we take those glutes from that position of that full flexion back into even a partial flexion or neutral position, you guys are really going to feel that one in your butt. I know that I certainly did. Grow the booty. That's what we're all about, right, everybody? Okay, cool, you guys. So there's your, 30 seconds of the low interval. Hit that boxer shuffle. Now we're going to do that glute emphasis split squat on the right leg. So right leg's out in front, left leg is back behind me on the bench, hinging right at the hip. Emphasis is right in that right glute. Again, if this is too difficult to perform with some dumbbells, no shame in letting the dumbbells go, or just go as much as you can, even maybe with the dumbbells. Maybe it's only 10 seconds that you hold those dumbbells. Drop the dumbbells and then keep driving and keep trying, keep pushing, keep using those right glutes. That's where your focus is during this exercise to get to that upright position. Nice job, everybody. Like I said, I was on fire after that, you guys. So now what we're going to do is just repeat those two one more time. So now we're going to go left quad, right quad, and then we're going to go left glute, right glute. So we're halfway done with this exercise. Then we've just got one more exercise after this, you guys. We are working our way through it. We are getting it done. And so to get into that position again, grab the dumbbells, they're at your sides. a little step away from your bed, your bench, your chair, whatever it is that you're doing. Right foot is up behind you, left foot is flat on the ground, dropping down into that split squat position. Here we go again. The torso is upright. It's a little taller, it's a little higher. What we're doing there is shifting that emphasis, or shifting the majority of that work to the quad muscle. So left quad with this, that's where you should be feeling it, is that left quad muscle up there on the top of your leg. I know you're burning by now. You need to be burning by now, you guys. That's how you know it's working. That's what we love to see. You've got 1 second left. Nice job. See that I am about to fall over. This was certainly a burner for me, you guys. Enjoy another 20 seconds on a low interval. We'll come back for another set. All right, here we go. Last quad focus set on the right leg here. Right foot is flat, right knee hinges, right hip hinges to drop your torso straight down towards the ground. You'll see that my foot is far enough in front of me that my right knee never gets out over my right toe. That's going to keep that knee in a very protected position. Should be no pain with this as you're dropping into these split squats. Well, your quad and your butt are probably on fire by now, but I don't want any knee pain with this. There we go, let me specify. Nice job, everybody. Looking good, looking strong. There's your 30 seconds on that right leg. And so we are done with the quad emphasis on the Bulgarian split squat. We just have 2 more sets to do. We're going to do a set on the left, we're going to do a set on the right, and we're going to do it in that torso forward position that's going to emphasize more of the glute activation. You'll see that by this point, my low interval has just become walking around. We're just trying to get through, you guys. We've got 2 more sets to go. Here we go. Left glute, hit it. Hinge forward at the hips, back is nice and flat, pulling with the glutes. That's where the emphasis is. Five seconds left, you guys. Come on, we got it now. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Good work, everybody. Here we go. Low interval. I don't know if I'm going to box or shuffle. Okay, we've got 1 more. There's a reason why I don't talk while I'm doing the workouts, you guys. Like, I don't want to have you hear me like huff and puff the whole time. I'd rather share with you information that's practical and useful, some good cues and some good tips, hopefully to help you to get the most out of your workout. And so I hope you guys are finding this beneficial. Here we go. Last set on the right leg. Left leg is behind me and flat on the bench, and then we're going to hinge forward at the hips. Focus is on that right glute. Again, we're taking it from a position of maximum flexion, meaning that my quad is basically right up in my chest. That's as flexed as my glute can get. And then we're going to work it through that terminal end range of motion, and we're going to do that in that split squat. Hinge forward at the hips, focus is on the glutes, pulling yourself back up to upright, and we've got 2 seconds left to do it. Nice job, everybody. Good work. Okay, you guys, we've only got 1 exercise left. We've only got 4 minutes left. We can do this. Take a 60-second break right now. I'm going to clean up. I'm going to get the bench out of my way, and then I've also got, let's see, just 1 more exercise. So for this last one, it looks like I've got the same weight. I think those are about 20 pounds right there. I don't think I'm going to adjust them. Okay, no, I'm not going to adjust them. Okay, this is a good one. This is I call these one box walks, you guys. What you got to do, load that weight up on your shoulders, get down in a quarter squat position. I'm going to take 3 steps to my right, 4 steps to my right. I'm going to take about 3 or 4 steps forward, and then I'm going to take about 4 steps to my left. And then I'm going to take about 3 or 4 steps backwards. And so just use the room that you have, even if it's like 1 or 2 steps in each direction, totally adequate. The goal is that we are in this kind of I call it a defensive posture, an athletic posture. Knees are bent, hips are engaged, quads are engaged, and then we're going to hold that position while we stress those legs out, walking through those 4 different motions. Forward, sideways, backwards, and other sideways. It's like forward, left, backwards, right. Those 4 different motions. Really going to light up the quads, going to light up the hips. We're going to introduce you to those hip abductors. Great way to even stabilize, just because you're down in that quarter squat position, and then as you're walking around going through those motions, great way to just work on the stability in your legs and in your hips as well. Here we go, set 2. Let's do it, you guys. So down in a quarter squat position, dumbbells are right up on my shoulders, about 4 steps forward, about 4 steps sideways, about 4 steps backwards, and then we're going to go 4 steps sideways. Let's see, to the right. I went to the left first, now we're going to the right. If you don't have this much room, you might be taking 3 steps, you might be taking 2 steps, heck, you might even be taking 1 step in each direction. You guys, make do with what you have. Don't use that as an excuse to not do that or to miss out on this part of the workout. We're burning by now. I know that I certainly was. We're 2 sets in to our very last exercise. We've only got 2 sets left, you guys. Hang in there with me. We can do it. All right, set number 3, dumbbells come right up to my shoulders, get down into that quarter squat position, and then let's start it out. 1, 2, 3, and 4 steps to the right. About 1, 2, 3, 4 steps forward. Go 4 steps left, 2, 3, and 4, and then 4 steps back. Excellent work, you guys. You should be feeling this in the hips. Those quads are definitely roasted by now. They've been through a lot with this workout, I know. Hips are definitely feeling it. We're trying to get through just as much as we can, as much work as we can. These 30-second intervals, you guys, just convince yourself that you can do anything for 30 seconds. 30 seconds of work is not that much if you can look forward to that 30 seconds of active rest between each one. That's why these intervals are just one of my favorite ways that we can just totally burn everything out. The 30-second time period, followed by the 30-second rest period. If you don't have a lot of time, this is a great way to get in a lot of work. We got through 4 sets of each of 5, really 6 exercises in this workout, and we did it in under 30 minutes. We did it with some dumbbells. We had some resistance going on. Looks good, you guys, looking strong. Here you go, you guys. We are down to the wire on this. You have 15 seconds left in our last 30-second work interval. We're going to get through 1 more box with these box walks. 4 steps to the right, 4 steps forward. Here we go, you guys. Finish strong. I know you're burning. 4 steps to the left. And we got to finish it up. Don't stop now. 4 steps backwards. You guys, nice job. That is a 26-minute home interval workout that you can do for your legs with just a set of dumbbells. Here's the thing. Don't sit down. Don't lay down right now. I need you to stay up. I need you to stay moving around. We've got to cool down. We've got to bring that heart rate down, and we've got to do it safely. Spend some time just with some light motion. Spend some time with some light stretching, and you're going to bring that back down in a nice cool down fashion. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this workout. It was a pleasure for me to run you through it. If you did like it, be sure to hit that thumbs up button down below. If you haven't done so already, I would love for you to subscribe to Tone and Tighten here on YouTube. You can do that by smashing on that circle button that's on your screen right now. I'd love to see you back for more. Be sure to turn on your bell notifications so that you never miss a new video from me. If you're interested in more home workouts that you can do, click on the ones on the screen right now. Those are 2 of my favorites. And I hope to see you again soon, you guys. We'll see you right back here on Tone and Tighten.